If class B inherits from class A, that's a direct inheritance. What about indirect inheritance? Now, given the fact that class B has inherited from class A, then if class C inherits from class B, then we have an indirect inheritance. Here the assumption is class B has already inherited a method from class A, and the same method is being inherited by class C. So that's the indirect inheritance. Okay, let's look at this through a sample code. Here we have three classes: class A, class B, and class C. Class B extends class A. Class C extends class B. Class A has method A, class B has method B, class C has method C. Now, if you come to class B extends class A, and for that reason, now class B has method A and method B. Class C extends method B, and that implies every method that is within class B has been inherited by class C. That way, we are able to access method A, method B, and method C within class C. Now let's look at class B that extends class A. This is what we refer to as a direct inheritance, because class B directly inherits method A from class A. Look at class C. Class C also has a direct inheritance where we are having method B being inherited directly from class B by class C. However, we still have what we're referring to as indirect inheritance, because now class C has method A, method B, and method C. Now remember, method A is not part of class B. Class B has inherited method A from class A, and therefore, if we're going to inherit from class B and we have method A in class C, that implies that method A has been indirectly inherited by class C. Look on the side here what we are saying here. Class B, at runtime, it will have method A and method B. Class C, it will have method A, method B, and method C. That's what we are referring to as indirect inheritance for method A. But for method B within class C, that will be a direct inheritance. And for method A in class B, that is also a direct inheritance. The idea of inheritance is simple but powerful. When you want to create a new class and there is a class that includes methods or fields that you want to use in your new class, all you have to do is inherit by extending the class. Okay, let's look at the concept through a program code. We go back to our previous project that we were working on, Learn Java Basics. We can go to package com.lesson.4. Yeah, we continue from there. Just right click on it, go to class, open a new class. Yeah, let's call it C. And we want this class to come with a main method to be created automatically. Just check that button and then click finish. There. You can remove that. Now remember we had class A, class B, and class C. So let's go quickly and create class C, class A, class A, class B. Yeah, we can have classes, different classes within the same Java file. Just to remember not to put the public, because if you add a public, look at this, public, you get an error already. It tells you that you need to you must have a type A must be defined in its own file. So since we do not want that, you just need to remove the keyword public there. So what did we have in these classes? We had each class had a method, public void method there. Let's give it an output. We can say in method A. Just remember to terminate there. Same applies for the second class. Public void, just to be void because it's not returning any value. Println, let's use println. Remember to terminate. Okay, now we have class A and class B, and we have method A and method B. Now we move on to class C. Under class C, we also add a method. Sorry for getting the caps. Here we have method C. And then here we go. There, we terminate. Now, remember what we said is that class B directly inherits from class A, and therefore we extend A. Okay, now class B has inherited method A. So in class B we have method A and method B. So class C extends B there. So class C we have method C, method A, and method A and method B. Now we need a way to give an output, access these methods and have them executed, and the only way we can do it is we need to create an object, and the only object we're going to create is an object for class C, because class C has already inherited all the other two methods, so it has three methods. So let's create an object of class C. You can use obj, sorry, obj, it can be anything you want. There we have an object. Let's test this object. The moment I put the dot operator, it allows me to access the properties of that particular class, and you can see what we have in here. We have method A, method B, method C. Let's get the first method. Second method. And the third method, method C. Okay. To arrange, remember to arrange code in Eclipse is Control-Shift+F. Okay, that's better now. Now let's save and run, see what kind of output you're going to get there. So we've been able to access method A, method B, and method C. Now it was easy to access method C because it's a method that belongs to class C. Now we were able to directly inherit method B since we extended class B, and we were able to indirectly access method A since method A was inherited by class B from class A. So that's basically what we refer to as indirect inheritance. See you in the next video. Bye bye for now.